all through the seas.
Okay. Video will be saved in internal storage.
Spread on the bread.
Okay.
Spread on the peas.
We
on the
are
crackers.
live. Okay.
Spread for
What
you
is
and
it saying?
me.
We are live. Okay. All right.
Spreading. Oh, thank you, beat.
All right, guys.
Feel it in the air.
Are you guys ready? You ready?
Feel it in the air.
This is good. The twinkle fingers. I can't. I cannot.
To the interwebs. You got Freddie.
Okay. You Nerdsy, is you ready?
Gary,
Nerdsy, is you ready?
Indiana.
I'm ready.
No, Pesh, is you ready?
Yes, I'm going to continue with my theme song for those that would like to listen to my Delta Beach tape that is coming out June 17th. Make sure you look into that. Probably releasing it on Spotify and
So you ready?
iTunes.
So you're ready?
Yes, I
In
am.
a world. All right, get it together, Jay. Get it together.
You have to really concentrate and close your
Because you
eyes.
guys are throwing me off. Because okay, in a world where I don't know why you guys do this to me.
what is it?
All right, in a world where in the world where the Give for Gab has spread the nation. I mean, sweep the nation. This is the vent. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got Nerdsy here. We got Del Pesh here.
Good evening, good morning, everyone.
Sorry. New view. Who this? Trying a thing. If you enjoy it, let us know. We got little.
Give us a shout out if our skin is clean. If there's any dry up scaliness, make sure to butter something.
The streets will find out. They'll tell us. I hope.
Imagine someone walking up in person and be like, "Yo, that last pod you did, you're dry up still."
Dry up stuff. Yo, lotion your knuckles them. Can you imagine?
First of all, rude.
It's like, first off, thanks for watching.
like,
First off, thanks for watching. But damn, don't even.
like what?
Not even a hello, hi.
Trust me. This is the event. I am your host, Jay Hunterville. Jamie Hunter. Did I do the intro already?
You actually, I was like, why are you?
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's like
Camera shy, I guess.
it's like the spread just something spreading to everyone out there.
How-
Apparently, there's a new COVID thing though. Actually,
Oh yeah.
Arcturus. There's actually a new
Arcturus?
Wow.
Arcturus. Hold on, let me.
What is it, an aardvark and an octopus?
Let me
Look it up.
Look that up. 'Cause that's not really the answer.
How do you even spell that?
But
It's a new one, man.
I think they just want to lock us down again.
Arcturus.
They're doing this like this is Transformers, man.
What
That
is
sound like a
Arcturus
new-
the god of? Oh,
That sounds like a new horoscope sign.
mythology. You're correct. Like many constellations and stars, there are many different myth variations or meanings depending on the culture. Arcturus is a Greek meaning guardian of bear, bear follower, bear keeper.
Bear follower, bear, it's a Toronto horoscope. A bear things are going.
Bear things are going. Yeah.
Well, all you spiritualists, I'm gonna need you to figure this out. Rub your rocks together and manifest what this is. I need you. We need you quick. Cinder blocks, whatever, stones, morganites, quartz,
Tiger's eye.
tiger's eye, rockstone.
Rose gold.
Just rub them together and manifest what this thing is, and manifest what we should do in the future. I mean, yeah. I was told you guys use that to find the foundation of your men and your rock in a hard place. So I wish you guys all the best. This is the spiritualist people, because I don't know what the Arcturus.
Arcturus. the Greek mythology thing.
Isn't Arcturus
Sounds like a Pokemon too.
the sun? Arcturus, go!
No, it sounds very Pokemon-ish.
Like Archer?
That's something.
Arcturus,
But
yeah.
I swear, in God of War, his son is Arcturus. He's an archer.
His son's
Isn't that Achilles?
I'm thinking that too, but nah. Like Arcturus. Atreus.
Hold on.
In the game God of War, but I could be wrong.
I know which one you're talking about.
Like, damn it, boy. Read.
Arcturus, yes, Arcturus. Yeah.
So it's a close, same thing, or is it exactly?
So there's Arcturus, and then there's Arcturus. It sounds one. Some Greek.
So you're saying it's like a long range COVID. It strikes like a bow, just.
And bears.
It's a direct.
And bears at the same time. I don't know.
Okay.
Not like the Build-A-Bears you see on the street. Shout out to
See,
them.
we get a new camera. We don't even know where to start with ourselves. I didn't even know what the topics were.
Just for Toronto.
We were talking about.
This is a quick Toronto thing. Like, Chow's in the lead. How do you think she's gonna lead?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
I mean, I haven't been paying attention to any of the mayors, so
I like what Mitzi Hunter is doing.
Right.
I seen what she has her plan. I like what Chloe Brown is doing. I seen there's actually Chris Sky's signs.
Really?
Pickets. Not picket. Is it picket signs?
Picket signs, yeah. Really?
I don't even know if that's the right name to call it. Picket signs. It sounds a little racist.
It kind of does, actually.
So get a little picket sign for these.
It sounds a little 3K-ish. I'll explain that way later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's,
All right.
but it sounds, yeah. But,
Oh, got you.
yeah, yeah.
Took it
yeah.
in.
And it's not for Kappa Kappa Kappa.
Why? Okay, that's. I always wondered about that name too. It's a little too.
Too close?
Yeah, too close, man. Put an R in there or something.
Capper.
Yo, Capper is crazy. Yo, you damn cappers! Whoa,
Isn't that a fish?
what you trying to say?
Is that a fish? Oh no, that's a caper.
I don't know.
You damn capers!
I don't
Taking
even
all the
know.
jobs. What does that even mean? What you call
Excuse me? What you call me?
caper? That's a Superman thing.
But Olivia Chow leading. But the thing about it, it's like, where's your stats? Like, I don't know, like is it true? Is it true like you can get like Is it true like where are you guys getting your results from?
What is that even
Where are you guys getting your results from to know like who's in the lead and who's not in the lead?
what does it even mean? It's the glorious space, the world known as Reddit. I don't know how accurate they are though, but I don't know. It's like first they had like Saunders in top 4, like we discussed. He's apparently way low now. It's between like Chow now and
Is this based off of marketing?
based off like predictions. You know how like every time there's an election they always predict like
But there's a Olivia Chow prediction that says that she's lead? Or is it like stats?
you know how anytime you go home from a hard day's work and those idiots call you and they want to talk about who do you think you're gonna vote for? They basically base it off that.
Oh.
So they collect enough data and be like, okay, this is what the trend is. Obviously, there's like almost 3 million people in the city, so they're not gonna get every 3 million. But based off like 10,000 people they call and who they're voting for, they go off that.
Right.
You know what I actually thought about the other day? I was on like City News, and you know when you go to like City News or CP24 Twitter or all that stuff, and like certain things happen, there is some racist people in the comments. Like there'll be like 2-person shot, one da 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 da. It's like it's pretty dark on that side of the spectrum.
Wow, that's very blatant and obvious.
It's blatant but obvious, but they don't delete the comments. They don't delete that stuff. They just leave it as is. And it's obviously a fake page that you don't know and they don't show their face. So now I think what would happen, I think when it comes to social media, you should like register your name.
Oh, like
you pulling this Elon stuff, eh?
like submit your ID type thing.
For what?
I think you need to.
What?
If you're gonna stand on your racism, stand on it with your chest. Don't hide your hands. Don't hide your face.
Okay.
I mean, that's why they won't pass it because a lot of people get fired. Like
No, not even get fired. Just give people a fresh start. And now, give people a fresh start. If that's one of those things you go back, that might be a problem.
Right,
Like you said, because it's like, oh, you had like 3 different profiles. One is, you're interior designer. Okay, that's cool. But on this other time, you're
You're a bot.
You're a bot, or you're a Freemason. No, like a Mason, a Freemason, or like a
Masonry.
or a Ku Klux Klan honorary Ku Klux Klan member.
Wow, that's
You know what I mean? Like you're racist. You're all forms of problems based off your page. That'll be cool. I think not cool.
yo.
I think
that
I think these fake pages are a problem still.
No, it is.
I think if there's a way that you can like,
But the thing is, when anyone can pay for a verification, that becomes
yeah.
That
Don't tell me what to do. I'm verified. It's like
what?
I don't think. I think people should say it with your chest. If you're gonna be racist, say it with your chest.
All right.
Don't throw things and hide your hands, and then someone has to be like, "Who the hell is writing this post?"
I mean,
But when someone wants to find out, that they find out though. Like,
that's what I mean.
like they dox. They're like, who's this person?
you.
What's their IP? Boom, 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 boom.
But you can find out like on Twitter maybe, or like Instagram, or
Twitter.
whatever.
You probably find out
IG.
anything.
I think IG is faster because I think there's a higher chance, and Facebook too,
They
because
go by mutuals, and they go by this, and
Yes.
they go by all that stuff. They lock. They open the gates.
yeah, they have their actual face sometimes too.
Where does he work? He or she works.
No, they find that. Like there was one. It wasn't a racist thing, but like a woman was taking a TikTok video, and there was girls behind her.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's TikTok. Yeah.
And then immediately they went, wait a minute, I know her. And then they follow what her mutuals are. They said, oh, she works at this company. She got fired. She got blown up like on the spot. Like, yo.
I seen someone get caught up in that type of mix-up. And I knew the individual, but people were like, this person is a scammer or this person is that. Like sometimes these situations happen where like you're watching this stuff happen and you're like, oh no, that person got caught up.
Yo, you watch it from the sidelines?
You just watch it from the sidelines and you're just like, ooh.
Yeah, that's the only face you can make. Like,
but that's what I'm thinking. I just think I don't know. I just think they should show like this is the 2 things that they may be crazy, but I'm starting to think about that maybe might change the dynamic of how people should react and reflect on things. Like one, your profile, like your fake accounts should be registered, and like we need to know who's running these fake accounts.
right.
Okay, when you say fake accounts, you're talking about
The trolls.
okay, just for trolling.
I'll say just for trolling. Yeah, just for trolling. Also, if like, because you know how Twitter's doing it for like, if you're a government issued place, they'll remember they did that with CBC,
Which we predicted, yeah. Like news people would get I think they'd get a yellow check. And then
you're pandering.
and then, but
Bias. Biased by this. They just stamp you and call it
I was gonna say, like, if you end up having yourself registered for trolling, they would kind of take that as marketing.
look, I troll my way into it.
Because you're kind of like using propaganda to push a certain type of like message around.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know. I was thinking maybe that could be a thing. And another thing that I thought about, I don't know how it is when it comes to Toronto, when it comes to shooting. And I know this is guns and would you have guns in your house, and we always have that issue. But what would Toronto or like situations be like if you knew that if you pulled out your gun to do any harm to someone, that someone else, there's a chance that someone else can pull out their gun.
Why? No one needs a gun, period.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Don't you think you would think twice before trying to do anything to anybody?
if everyone was armed, basically.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
No, because like there was a shooting at a Dallas mall that just happened like literally like yesterday.
Ah, you use that to crush my complete point.
And the footage is wild for people watching. You hear just fuck, 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 and you would think people would be like they'll stop, or they would like run the person over because they were in the parking lot. But everyone, the first instinct is just let me run, let me get my family safe.
That's
let me
usually,
get out of here.
that is usually the first instinct. Though.
No one goes, oh,
No one's gonna try and be a cowboy.
yo, my partner,
Right?
about to pull my piece, my
Right?
pistol, and just flick it and
Pow, pow.
pow, pow. No, everyone's running.
But I know.
I know. What
Like, to me, I'm thinking the animation in my mind. Like, they hear the pop, 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 and then somebody's like standing there and be like, today's the day.
yeah,
Like, who's doing that?
and
No.
one story that happened like that is in Florida. Shout out to people in Florida. But supermarket, someone was like fleeing the parking lot, right? And a woman, like as the car was getting away, the woman just went to the shooting position, like so, like stooped down, firing. Oops, hit something else. Firing, hit something else. She lost her license, right? So,
Because what are you gonna do?
right?
Okay, I'll reconsider that question.
I
I see what you're saying, but there's a mayor. Another thing I saw today. I forgot his name. One of the mayors, he was saying that he wants to ban Airbnbs out of the city of Toronto.
Yeah,
for
For a
housing.
time? For a time being? That would be nice.
For housing.
That'd be
How do you guys think about? What do you guys really think about that?
I said that would be nice.
I know they
You think that'd be nice?
like Airbnbs. I know they
For
slowed
a
it down.
little bit of time.
Okay, a little bit of time.
But what about tourists that want homes?
It's called hotels.
No, but that means you're gonna have to order suites,
It's called a hotel.
and that's markup. That's markup. These guys mark up for a kitchen.
I mean,
I don't think that's okay.
hold on. So this.
Because that's the reason why our housing market is the way that it is.
I think you should have more stringent
More restrictions?
restrictions or taxes in order to have these properties.
As a house owner?
Yeah, to be a landlord.
No, bad.
So it was Rob Davis that said it. As mayor, I'll ban Airbnb and put 20,000 units back on the rental market.
Facts. That's the reason why our housing market is so high.
I don't even think it's that. I think these landlords are just running it up.
Nah.
I'm thinking that I think
That's
these
a-
people are
that's
just
a piece of
running
it,
it up.
Nah.
I think so many people are running it up. They're just running it
Okay,
up.
so the reason why, think of it like this. When a house or residence is now used for business, the valuation of the house itself no longer is valued at it as like a residence house is now considered a commodity as a business front.
But they own the house.
But you now have a $2,000 or $200,000 house as a residence,
Right.
and then beside that house is a home, but now is considered a $10,000 business.
I don't see the problem with that if you own the house.
It's a problem.
No, but then if people copy and paste and be like, oh well, how much?
No, I think if you own the house clean, not like you ain't paying no more mortgage.
Oh, like
If you own the house,
paid off and everything. You're just paying the property tax. That's it.
yeah,
People remortgage though.
unless they have to, I would assume.
Some people will do it because that's what it is. They want to get the extended loan. They pay it off and then they remortgage so they can get another additional piece of credit.
I guess.
Because another thing too, like
I don't think it's a good idea though.
you have a whole, like I said, we're seeing like all the time, like you have a bank that just goes, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this whole two heap floor, 3 lipa floor, and then it won't be occupied. The rent will be paid, but like it's just like it's like
It's
this
just
whole
leaving,
thing,
yeah.
like a whole gap, right?
Because that's what it is. It's limited homes that are available to be purchased. And because they are purchased for the sole...
Why don't we just make the condos cheaper?
No condos.
No, but I mean,
No condos.
You can say what you want, but we're already there.
No.
We're already there. We're already
I
No.
was ready for this. You like yelled at all. Like,
there. The way I see it, we're already
Tired
there.
of these condos.
We're already there. We're already there.
Like, I am so... Whoever decided to think that was the best alternative, I'm tired of you. Like,
wow.
No, but here's the thing. The way I see it, if you can't build out,
you
gotta
can.
build up.
But you can.
What are you gonna tear down in Toronto?
You don't have to tear down anything.
I mean, they seem to be tearing down old apartment buildings.
That's what I'm saying.
And just build up.
Yeah. Or
But you
old
can
condos
build
that were built
out.
good, and they'll just rebuild them with cheaper material and stuff like that.
Hollow walls.
They're just using this money in the worst way ever.
Oh, I mean, no, it's
I just think the
It's
cost of
wasteful.
living is kind of crazy. I just want to hear what mayors have to say about that.
Okay, so here's my thing. You make this whole architecture to have and host and house tourists.
Mm-hmm.
What are these tourists going to? What in
Events-
Toronto is actually exciting? Especially
The
since you're...
CN Tower.
Wow.
The Sky Dome.
Wow.
Nathan Phillips Square.
Wow.
The Science
What
Center.
happens there, though?
Ontario
What happens there?
Place.
Especially when they've been trying to take down all the programs that are actually hosted there anyways.
The Art Gallery of Toronto.
The museum.
Like what? I mean, Hard
Rom
Rock
at
Cafe,
night.
where all the history of music was
Ripley's.
taken down. So, and replaced with the
Ripley's.
Shoppers.
The Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame.
Is that going to be lasting by next year too?
Probably.
Is it?
You never know. They have like an NBA courtside restaurant now.
The BMO field.
Yorkdale.
What happens at BMO?
The
I mean,
Toronto
there's,
FC games.
There's soccer and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
You
just
know.
the one.
The Toronto FC games.
People kick the ball.
How many times do people actually fill that place?
I think they fill a lot of the times.
How many? How many times do we even host a game there?
When the season is right. When it's not soccer season.
When is that?
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Toronto's trash?
What I'm trying to say is, why are we trying to accommodate all this tourism when we got no tourism happening?
I feel like we have tourism happening. We just don't know what it is. I think there's people.
We just-
I just think
Oh, you're
we're.
from Toronto. That's
No,
crazy.
I'm not. Like I'm not outside. I am not. I'm not outside. But
Let us
I
know in
feel
the
like
comments if
people
you
come
know
here.
what it is.
People come here for the festivities. You know what I mean? I'm too old to find out now.
But shouldn't we know? Shouldn't they be able to come into the streets of Toronto and be like, oh my God, you're a native of Toronto, and tell me what goes on here? Shouldn't you be able to
There's
tell
still events that still go on.
Like,
Caravana. You know.
a lot of these events, especially if it's a fete, they don't even happen in Toronto anymore.
Wait, expand on that.
The only times
I don't know about that. Is it Rebels?
Rebel-
Rebels not a thing?
Rebel is only in the summer.
Rebels not in the winter?
What happens in Rebel for winter?
Nothing happens on Rebel. I swear there's concerts on Rebel.
Patrice just came into Canada.
History nightclub and all this
that was
history.
That was it.
Nah, I think there's more events, man. It doesn't have to be SoCal all the time.
By the time October comes around and OVO Fest is done, nothing is popping in Toronto.
I don't think so.
We're not like Montreal that at least occupies their winter scene.
That is.
I don't know about that. There's Nuit Blanche.
That happens in September.
I don't know.
No, hold on. I swear there's
They changed it. Trust me. I thought it was October too.
I thought it was November.
I remember being cold, so it has to
Like I
be
said,
like.
we're in the city. And we
I
don't
think
know
there's.
what-
I think there's more things that are happening in the city.
Wait,
I think.
wait. Nuit Blanche is in September now?
I
Trust
don't.
me. I was shook at them.
You're gonna have to fact check that. I don't.
You can.
In September. Like, when
I
is
It's in September.
I think there's things to do in Toronto.
Like
I don't know if I can say that anymore.
tourism wise.
I don't even know, like.
I did see a thing where it showed all the clubs that shut down in like the GTA.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but I still think there's more things to do in Toronto. I know you guys are doing your research, but like, you know, airports always say there's things to do here.
That's.
You can go see a Leafs game.
I mean.
September.
So last year was September 23rd.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But isn't that.
The art gallery in Ontario was amazing.
No, but.
But I said as soon as after OVO, which is October, and it comes around, and then we're probably starting up again. April
or now, basically, yeah.
I think there's more in the city to do. I think we just don't, like, maybe we're too old. But I think there's a lot of stuff in the city. People just like Toronto.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
Some say it's a nice place here. Some people want to go on the TTC and experience ride the rocket.
man said some people want to experience the TTC. You were right. You were right.
Peace stand clear of doors. Next stop, Yorkdale. Yorkdale Station.
Let me out!
Now arriving at Yorkdale Station.
But
Next stop, Wilson.
Do you have
and
to,
even then, so that's
you have
still not
$2?
downtown. That's still upper.
That's still, yeah. Yo, I'm
I
real
think-
hungry, man. Give me $5.
Let me ask you a question.
please.
I also thought about like the TTC trains and buses. I think those seats should be made out of plastic.
The seats should be made out of plastic.
Instead of
Them seats be too dirty. Them red,
instead of the what's that? It's like I say
Red-
carpet, but it's like
red. It's like
Oh, like the
get rid of them and just make them plastic, hyperallergenic,
once
this man said hypo.
once they got stained up,
Do they
like
have
or
a budget for
germaphobe,
that?
anti-germal. Don't you see they have like anti-germ bars?
anti-germ bars.
Yeah,
It's like the same.
I don't know what it's called, but like it
I'm
does.
gonna make a European joke.
Like
Probably just-
iPhones have it on their phones, where it's like you can't leave like a fingerprint or anything on it.
Is that why it costs $1,500 for
Basically, technology. Eh?
I mean,
But that's
you'd have more of an understandable reason why, you know, your fare's going up.
Yeah, it would make sense if that were the case.
It's $330 for adults right now. $330, man.
Anyways,
That's around the time kids used to get off on school back in the day.
I'm rolling and very true.
But at the same,
I don't know what they're doing these days. I don't know who's in
There's a
school.
whole lot
out
of stuff.
school.
They
COVID.
finish school at 3 now, 3:15. School starts at 8:45, 8:30.
Oh wow. COVID changed the game, man. COVID like changed the game, man.
but hey, I don't know. A lot of these kids still have to take the bus to school. Speaking of the bus, would you date a bus driver?
Listen,
We can relate it to Toronto. A TTC bus driver.
a TTC bus driver, I would.
They make
They
bank.
make good money.
That's what I'm-
They make very good
I
money.
feel like all bus drivers make good.
Shout out to
money, I would
MTA.
assume.
You guys making money. Shout out to
If they are on the lower part of the
BART. You guys make money.
totem pole, however,
Even if-
they don't pick their hours.
So what does that mean? They don't own the bus.
I mean, yeah, they don't even own their schedule. So
Oh no! Oh wow!
yeah,
Who really? Come on, like
Wow!
who really? What? Okay, so hold on.
You don't have seniority.
Stop.
It's over.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Over out here, man.
it is.
Who, like,
What do you mean you have to
out
work
of
on
all
the
the
weekend?
people that own their schedules, who can say they run their schedules?
A lot of people. If you got top
On
seniority,
TTC, people run their schedules, their own schedules.
no,
They
yeah,
pick-
sure.
seniority
If
is
you're
fine.
on the seniority, if you're on the top,
You can be like-
woo, your seniority is great. Your
You can be like
schedule,
Monday, Friday, no weekend thing. After
trust me.
no weekend.
You say,
But you gotta work some hours though.
You gotta be
Yeah,
there for
you
a
gotta
while.
You're probably gonna
time.
run that blue line.
yeah. But if you're
Who
like,
wants to run the blue line?
if you're like, yo, I'm starting my shift at 10.
Wait, tell the viewers what's the blue line for those.
The blue line where it's like,
Oh, the
okay,
nights.
the stations are closed, so they do the longer routes, I think.
Oh shit, yo, that's
Yeah.
Have you ever had a blue line story?
Yes.
No, actually. Wait, but this I want to hear though. Like,
I have many.
you have many blue line stories. Okay, just give us one. This may be.
I mean, they range. They range from being like super fun to like super scary, right? So it's like,
Give us a scary. We want scary.
I remember one time there was a bus driver and it was on Yonge Street. Bus was packed full.
on the blue line.
After an event,
Yeah, nighttime, straight. Everybody's drunk. You know, like the bus movement, this, that, and the third.
That's already.
And the man came on the bus and he smelled so bad. And everybody was just like, okay. But of course, because everyone's drunk and this person comes on a bus and they smell, That's a whole problem.
Someone said, "What the hell's that smell?"
And threw up.
Oh.
And it was a one after the other of people throwing up. The bus had to go out of service because of it.
I mean, you
One
lost.
person. One person. Yep.
Are you just watching it down the line?
Yep.
So what did you do? You just ran off?
I was just like, sir, stop, out, please,
Stop.
please, get me out. Last thing I need is projectiles vomit at me. Out.
Wow.
So it's like you get those nights, right? Then of course you get the other nights where somebody is clearly like probably drunk or super high on something and it's just violent. I seen a whole fight go off in the bus on blue light. Ooh, and it was just like, it was probably like 10 people. And the scuffle was happening.
What does the bus do? All right, stop, please. We're out on the bus. Stop, right on the bus.
You see the boat on. What made it worse? What made it worse was the bus driver actually put his foot on the brake. And you see them just...
Can you imagine the foot still? Brother with the swing just...
Oh my gosh, it was
Man's
the worst.
flying in the pool.
Did not care.
What?
Continued to fight. Yeah. Bus was out of service.
You know what I remember?
Yo,
I think I had a blue line, but it wasn't
Blue
scary.
line.
I just remember being like
that's
I remember being super cautious on the blue line, just sitting down,
Yeah.
just looking around like,
Trust me.
Trust
me.
I'm on the blue line. I'm just watching everybody. I'm just looking at the stops. I'm like, this is as soon as I get off the stop. I'm getting...
not the whispering to yourself. Yeah,
I had music in my ears, but then at one point, like, you know when you see like it's just a little too cautious, you just turn it down, just what do they mean? You're just looking around. Yo, I was hyper conscious.
Trust
But Ebony K doesn't want to deal with any of that.
Nope. She says
She wants an owner.
A owner of the bus. I mean, I get it because after all that stress that you have to deal with the bus, like, would you want to have to deal with that person at home?
If that's your prerogative, fine. But to be honest,
I mean, it's still
let
stressful.
people have their preferences, okay?
Oh, okay.
I feel like we've gone to a place that people are getting offended based off people's preference, and then people are getting... Then let people take what they want. If that's what they want to have, that's what they want to have.
But okay, so here's the thing. Because this has been a huge debate, right? But is it the fact that even though someone's preference may be that preference, do they even like... Is it okay to say, maybe you're a tad delusional? Like...
I've learned lately to leave them to their delusion. If they feel like they can swim in Niagara Falls, or if they feel like they can swim and not get their hair wet, do you, sis?
Okay.
Go ahead, sis.
Okay, but
same thing with the
guys.
niggas, the man them. If he believes that this is, hey, all power to you, king. Mm-hmm. All power to you, queen. Mm-hmm. Do whatever you like. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to live with what you live with.
Got you. And then the other question.
If someone says, you know what, I want this, and the person at that level says, I don't want you, then you're just going to have to roll with that.
Right. So then the other question is,
I don't think you should tell anybody your preference nowadays, to be honest
and that
with you.
was what I was going to say.
It's nobody's business.
Because if somebody does now comment, are they a hater?
It could be. But then what hers in particular, like when she made the comments, like people like were scaling back, looking at her dating history. Because what did she say? Her dating history, and then they were just like, "Well, you had a failed marriage, you got broken up during COVID. You, out of all people, shouldn't even be asking for no preference or anything."
Or what was her husband?
Some like a CFO dude.
So.
So he owns some things.
He owns some things, but yet that didn't work out, right?
But I mean, she was able to attain someone like that. So it's not like it's not like she was
now.
But it's not like she was dating the bus driver
here's
and
the
then
thing.
saying, "Okay, I want to date the CFO."
The reason why I don't.
But she dated all kinds of people, so I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
And this is the problem with people's preferences. I think you should just leave it alone. and just keep it quiet, because the problem is, you remember that whole concept of all these people saying they wanted 6-figure niggas, but a lot of them never had 6 figures. The only 6 they probably seen was double 6 in Domino's.
That's wow. Very good game for those.
Right?
Very good
So
game.
it's one of those things that is just like, you just have to let people, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
Right.
If you had men that say, yo, I wanted 2 bodies, this girl have none bodies or whatever, but that man had 32,338. That's the choice that you want to make.
I'm surprised someone's alive after that.
I believe you have the right to achieve what you want to achieve.
I'm surprised the person's STI'd up.
You know what I mean? In the words of J. Cole, you came a long way. The problem is you went the wrong way.
Oh, wow. Damn, I went from here to like downtown and you tell me I went the wrong way? Damn. But look,
And I'm not saying...
it took 2 hours.
No, but this is the thing. But here's the thing. I'm not saying people don't deserve it. I'm saying that whatever you want to obtain, you know, you have the right to obtain it and deal with the consequences. We are adults.
Do they have a right to obtain
I low key start to...
Do they have a right to obtain?
I low key think you say your preference sometimes to get hated on, yo. To be honest, if someone literally someone says, "I want a 6-figure person,"
Right.
Someone would look at you like, "I don't know if you're 6-figure worthy."
I mean, but okay.
I think it's
we
just...
can even dial it down to, I just want a traditional person.
I mean, that's what it really, yeah.
But then some people would just be like, "Are you a traditional person?"
Yeah. Do you even deserve a traditional person?
I don't think you're traditional enough.
Most of the time, they're not even traditional themselves.
Yeah, I was like, but that's the thing. A lot of people, it's just a weird gauge that you're trying to, like, prove. Instead of proving to your partner, you're probably approving it to everybody else. I deserve this because of whatever. Who cares what everybody else?
So, wait. So, is there an issue where people date the occupation and not the person themselves? Talk about it.
Of course, people date the money and not the person.
The money, the occupation, the brag, like, oh, look what my wife's doing, look what my husband's doing.
But I feel like sometimes the job that people have,
it's about this.
yes, but sometimes the job that they have is the person too.
So some people,
The person, this job.
Yeah, like they were built for it. That's their passion, right? So it's a part of them. It is who they are. It's their passion.
So they wear their job on their sleeve.
Yeah.
Maybe they shouldn't sometimes.
Sometimes. But if that is the type of person you want a doctor. You know, you want a lawyer. Ooh, you want a teacher. Ooh. Hey, that's what you want. Because the things that they are is everything that you want in a relationship.
Wait, what about the women that get dreams sold to them, where people are on damn near either don't have a job or a low-paying job, and they get strung on a bunch of lies, and they're funding this person's career. But like
Herbalife people. I'm joking.
But like Herbalife people.
I'm joking.
But like no, like
Avon.
Not Avon. The mass media marketing.
Shout out to Avon.
Wait, Avon regarding like.
No, I was just talking nonsense.
Okay.
Selling the dream.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Mass marketing.
Yeah, like
Eminem.
I don't know. They say like they like
multi-level marketing.
There you go.
That's the word.
Multi-level.
Like some
MLM.
like some people like they want they have this grand idea of what they want and the mate and all that, and then behind the scenes they're just like, yo, you're funding a bum. You're funding a sex surfer. Like it's just like
Wow, that hit so hard.
like why?
Wow.
Like it sounds nice.
It sounds nice.
Like you gotta make up lies. You gotta make up lies to your girlfriends to not reveal the occupation of the person. You have to say like, oh well, he's on his way to do this or she's on his way to do that.
But unless
they're not doing it,
unless they believe the lie themselves too, right? And they are also a part of the delusion.
And that's what we're trying to figure out today.
It's the preference of delusion.
I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say this. You have the right to choose whatever you want to
Do
choose.
you?
I'm questioning that now.
The
Yeah.
reason why I say you have a right because if you never told anybody and you just go for your preference, you have the right to say yes or no due to your preference you want. If I think when you start going out there and saying this is what I want, people gonna like people's goals and dreams. People will look at it as we don't know if you could sell that dream. There's gonna be some people that are gonna be like good for you, and then they're gonna be like I don't know at the back end. You know what I mean?
But why? Like, well, I don't even know. Like the whole thing for me.
Because there's envy in people's hearts.
This is
I'll say some people. No.
Okay, some people because
Yeah,
sorry for the lack of generalization. I want to make sure I'm not generalizing things.
No,
No, I'm just saying. I'm not generalizing all you people. I'm just some of y'all.
He's talking about specific.
I'm talking to some specific people.
Oh, sure.
In the arts of generalization. Where's the camera? Yeah, there you are. Generalization. Yeah, I said some. Not
okay.
all.
All right.
But yeah, so in regards to that, you have the choice to live what you want to live and do what you want to do. You can get all the goals and dreams you like.
Okay, so my question then is, do you feel that society...
Has lied to everybody? Yes, we have. Sorry, go ahead.
Wow, okay. I was going to more so say, do you feel like it's now shifted and now men or the voice of men is now being more compliant to the voice of women and their expectations and wants?
Compliant.
I don't know about that because I'm not gonna generalize men. But
Some men.
I'm not gonna generalize. But the way I see this approach
Society
lately,
voice, the group thinking.
I don't think I'm starting to realize that it doesn't make sense to argue preferences. And it doesn't make sense to argue certain standards or whatever. Some people, you just have to let them go through the process of whatever they're going through. Some people, they'll find love in the person that owns the bus. Some people will find love in the bus driver. Some people will not find the love in the person that owns the bus, but find more love in the bus driver, and vice versa.
Which is what I just explained.
We saw Tyler Perry's movies.
We completely missed somebody else. Someone's going to also find love for the person who gets on the bus.
Exactly.
Wow, that's even...
Or the people on the toll booth. You might find somebody on the toll
in order
booth.
for the bus driver to have a job and the person who owns the whole bus, someone got to go on the bus.
You might find love to the person that's giving you the tokens. And that thing pass. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm good. How you doing?
Navigation? Do you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Someone gotta love them
sometimes, yeah, some bus drivers and bus people in the metro, they know where they're going in life. And some people just love that.
They know where they're going in life.
Some people
And know how to direct
and
others.
the TTC know how to maintain
Leadership,
the bus.
okay.
Some people know how to maintain the bus.
Some buses have been on lately. I don't know if they can maintain.
But they do the best they can with what they
I don't know if
have.
they can maintain, man.
Okay, they do the best they can.
I see the next type of stuff scribbled on.
The best they can with what they have.
The next type of trash.
Society has thrown a strong arm on these individuals, but they do the best they can and work with what they got.
Right.
You guys still sit on the TTC seats, right? You don't even know what's on there. You don't even know what's on these poles.
That's fair. That is also fair.
But
that
people
is
still
also
decide to take a seat.
I have no retort with that. That's
Right?
Sometimes
Right. You don't know what that bus station came from.
You see like the off red, and you're like, why is it blackish over there?
Sometimes the red would turn gray.
Yes, I've seen that before.
Yeah, you guys decided to sit of it. Defy yourself sitting in them seats.
Whoa,
I'm
not
joking.
me.
I'm joking.
Whoa.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking.
no.
Ain't no running around, but that's what I'm saying.
I will stand and buckle my
Sometimes,
knees before that.
sometimes you guys are too busy talking about, not okay. Some of y'all.
Okay.
I'll say it.
So So do you feel that means that, so we're saying, erase the whole idea of preference, or not even erasing it.
Right.
We are just allowing everyone to have their own preference.
And
find it.
and learn from it.
Yes. And if they find it, kudos to you. If they don't find it and it's not fulfilled, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the only fair way to go about these things, because some people have to learn how to some people learn have to swim.
Yes, and it's very true.
And some people have to learn
Some
that.
do.
Sometimes you just have, just like some men and some women. Sometimes you got to get the strong arm of reality and experience.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Sometimes the truth hits so much harder than what you believe. You might feel like you're the hot diggity dog, and then you find out you're a Vienna sausage.
Wow. In a can.
You might find out water is more. You have to drain.
No.
You have to drain out.
No, but when it comes to the can though, like I don't know.
Hey, yo. Sometimes you thought you were the greatest nacho chip in the world. You are a water crackers.
Oh,
Dry water crackers. Eat 3 and that's suffocation. You are not who you think you are.
that's crazy.
Sometimes, yeah. Some people believe they are cupcakes, but you're muffins.
Some people think that
Muffins are still good,
Muffins are still good.
but they don't look like a cupcake.
And they're not as sweet sometimes.
Exactly.
not as sweet sometimes. I don't know if they're making. Let me behave myself. I was gonna go.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you think you're the S word, but you were literally Raisin Bran. You just bring up a lot of crap. See what I'm saying?
I vaguely.
That's fine. That's fine. But I'm just saying, sometimes I think just the world just has to hit people, and
Okay.
it's okay, and we just have to learn.
Okay. This is true. This is also very true.
This is how you don't get spreadiegibbs on Twitter. Like I don't know what he was thinking, but like maybe, like he had a preference. He went for it. Congratulations, I guess. But clearly it's not working out in real time right
This
now.
is a alleged podcast. We'll say that because
It's actually no. You know what it is. Okay,
But
you know what? It is
if you
alleged.
go on the Twitter, you can see everything. So
No. You know what? You're right. It is alleged because
I found out about this today. I did not know this was a thing, and
it's. But regarding that, his preference is something he chased after, and maybe through this lesson, we'll see by the end of the week. Maybe he'll learn from it and be like, properly, hopefully, and be like, you know what, this may not have been the move
for him.
for him. Yeah, right.
What was he basing it off of? Just
sometimes, you know what?
That's a good question. What is it actually based on? Let us know in the comments.
You know, it's one thing I noticed about these situations. I don't know, man. It seems like these people nowadays, like, y'all probably need NDA on your relationships.
non-disclosure.
You know what?
Because sometimes, but you know what's the problem thing? You know what's the problem about it? If he's like, yo, I'm not going to talk about it. Some people, I would think people just had a maturity of whatever you guys plan to do with your lives. You guys break off and you guys don't need to talk about it. You don't need to throw each other under the bus or throw shit when you're ready, and it's just a terrible breakup. But like,
Some people are just not.
I think
raised
some
like that,
people the problem
They
is,
go scorch earth. Like,
here's the thing.
I mean,
If you get people to sign the NDA,
you need a space though.
I know
You need a space event.
you guys have your space. I know, but Twitter's not it,
I mean, you're right. Twitter is not it.
because now.
people screenshotted
Psychologists
that.
are also very hard to come through. and
Well,
come by.
I think that's the
They're
problem. Some friends could be psychologists.
No,
We have some good friends that could keep a secret.
no,
I have some good friends that
because
can keep. I'm joking.
That's mixy still.
It is mixy, but at the same time, I think when you have a relationship and you say, "Okay, we broke up. Why? We signed the NDA." You be like, "Ooh," but you don't be like,
Non-disclosure.
"Non-disclosure. Why did
But
you guys
then-
break up? We can't talk about a
Can't
relationship.
talk about it. But
All
what
the things you've
happens?
done because of
Yeah. but then-
NDA sounds. I think you should have a respectful, non-contractual NDA between each other to be like, yeah, it didn't work out between us. let's keep it moving.
You think really people would be able to sign that? They can't even figure to wrap their mind around a prenup.
I think it's like a hurt place. Obviously, people are coming from hurt places and coming after each other, but
when you read everything, it seems to get from a hurt place. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on top of it, if you have to sign contracts,
Like
someone would question then and be like, "Is this really love?
I mean,
Or is this
a marriage is technically to some people a contract,
It is.
and people don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
They don't see the point in it.
Is it really love?
Like with occupations, right? Just to swing back into
Into preferences.
I think in the first video she did the word she used is like mediocre, underachiever. And then
For a bus driver?
yeah, like you're complacent. You guys are underachievers. You're mediocre. It's like
See, okay, so
I mean,
this is
all that, but.
this is my question now because you know what? Sometimes we do get offended about people's preferences, and especially if they feel like their preferences are a little higher, and they also demean people who are lower or who are in a tier below the ones that they are aiming for, right? And in essence, they are basically displaying a hierarchy right off the bat. Is that wrong for them to say that I do not want to establish myself with anybody who is equating to this? Because to them, if you were trying to achieve higher, you would acquire these mentalities or ways of thinking or et cetera, et cetera. Because accepting lower may say that you're now gradually going down a slippery slope.
I think, I'll say this. I think, no, here's the thing. I think saying that if you want somebody that owns the bus, that is fine. Do whatever you want to do. But when you put the hierarchy aspect to say, oh, that person or this, no, that person is a human being just like you. You know what I mean? So when I hear that whole aspect of, oh, that person owns the bus and this person works on the bus, I don't think you guys realize that the guy that owns the bus needs workers to work on the bus. And the guy that works on the bus needs somebody that owns the bus.
Yeah, it's
a symbiotic relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're human beings.
Right.
When you put that hierarchy into certain things, it becomes a lot of the times the issue. And especially when, like
everybody get your entrepreneurship on. Yeah, but who's going to actually, like,
work?
Yeah, you kind of need.
I mean,
that's fine. There's a bunch of people that want to lead and step up and be entrepreneurs, which is fine.
Until they have to pay for the equity, but yes.
Oh, no.
Right, but at the same time, but
until it pays out of your pocket, and you got to figure out how to get the next sale.
Whoa.
And you are all 7 jobs.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about entrepreneurship that like this world trending words like entrepreneur and all these things. You know what I noticed?
What do I do with my body?
Here's another thing. A lot of people I think we need to find the meaning of entrepreneur more lately, because some people it's like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, I do my own thing. But someone's like, we need a lot of entrepreneurs in this world. And in order to be an entrepreneur, come join my business plan. You know, I am an entrepreneur that can teach you how to be an entrepreneur by selling houses for $35,000 with only 30 cents. And you can be an entrepreneur for working for me. But you're an entrepreneur while working for me.
I see what you mean. Some people sound like that.
So it's kind of stupid, to be honest. Like I just feel like if you don't want to deal with someone that's a thing for the sake of hierarchy, everybody has their own hierarchy.
Yes.
That's why I say, hey, leave y'all presence alone. Some people like this type of person more than that type of person. This type of woman or a man than next to this type of woman or a man. I think when you start talking down on certain people, that's when it becomes an issue.
So just for the definition that people don't know,
Entrepreneur.
entrepreneur, a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses taking on greater than normal financial risks in order to do so.
But a lot of these people, some of these people are just in people's business, not organized, and they take risks all the time.
That's
This is true. This is very true. Very, very true.
You're an anti-preneur.
hey yo.
Rolling.
I'm just saying.
Not the anti-anti.
Anti-entrepreneur. You're basically the opposite of what it is.
Just taking risk.
You're just taking risks.
Managing nothing.
All of that people, you're escalating. You're non-magic. You're escalating business, your business, and everybody else's business.
How you taking risks with not managing nothing? That's just like
They exist.
No, this is
It's very easy to be that person.
Listen, look at that.
so.
That's an unorganized risk
I mean, just
sometimes.
mind you, but that's also a state in someone's entrepreneurial venture. There are points where you don't have, but there are points where you don't have anything coming in, whether because you don't have referrals, whether it's because it's just the season, whether it's because there's just so many reasons. So it's like there are points where it's like you don't have anything coming in, and whatever you're doing is just not working.
I mean,
That's just it.
but
it's a state or a point in your entrepreneurial venture.
I guess. Whatever that process is called.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, huh?
I'm recording. Let me call you back. Unless you want to just sit in and listen.
I was gonna.
What's up?
I don't know, like.
Okay.
It like restarted my brain or something.
Right.
Like it's like they're just burning money, and like the management is all haywire, and it's just
They know how to manage themselves.
like.
I mean, some people don't even know how to time management. It's time managed, so.
Yo, that's an important one.
Or set priorities.
And deadlines. Yo, that's.
And or be honest with themselves and their actual ability to complete things at a level that they say that they can complete it at.
This is the thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like here's the thing. I think anybody. I think anybody can achieve their dreams.
So.
And
Okay.
I think anybody can achieve their dreams and grow where they need to grow, right?
Okay.
I think anybody can get wherever they need to go. The thing is,
I believe that too, yes.
I just feel like it's kind of, in order to dream, you have to wake up first.
And smell the roses?
Yeah.
If there are roses?
No, or smell the crap that you're in. Smell where you are.
Jeez.
Just know where you are.
Okay.
You gotta wake up.
Got it.
You dream that you want this, but you're not like this. Most likely, it might not happen. I'm not saying it won't happen, but there's some processes that it might not happen. You need a lot of money to live your life and whatever, but you can't save. Not saying that you won't get all that money, but it's not gonna be fun.
Okay. I mean,
that is part of the process.
A lot of people will live the fast life too much. Remember, tax season has been quiet lately. Joe Budden, a lot of people have been saying this tax season has been quiet. We're not hearing anybody. A lot of Joe Budden said a lot of people are going to jail.
This is why I can definitely say
that Serb had everybody. You think people are fighting because you're fighting CRA because they're not getting their tax return on time? No, because that's what they were depending on.
Did we say it? Did we say it last part, or I think something I read recent? They say if you, like the SERP thing.
They're coming back for that.
Yeah, so basically, some people don't get their tax refund.
Yeah, because they were above a certain amount,
and they were using SERP.
Sure. So people are going, hey, what happened?
You think they were gonna come back for it?
Yo.
You think there's anything called free money?
Yes.
We learned. Yeah, we learned.
Have you noticed our prime minister and who he is? Yes. He literally just said this week that he did not force anybody to take the vaccine. That man said it.
Yeah.
True don't.
Wow. Okay.
true don't. So this is when you get.
He said it.
Where are all the snippets and all the footage?
I mean, someone pieced it together.
And the funny thing is,
one
he probably is.
You know what?
The funny is, he probably is, right?
He probably is. Because
But-
how would we know? Because he never said it. Because
But
he had a mask.
probably moved everybody.
How do we know? Could have been his ventriloquist.
Wow.
For some reason, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking blackface.
Could have been a
And all
voiceover.
that stuff. I was thinking.
I was in my black character, guys.
That master. This is. I wasn't it.
I was in my black character.
I wasn't it. I wasn't this time, man. You guys seen me before? I mean, I was anything under the sun, man.
He was just reading
I'm
the
liberated.
teleprompter. That was it. It wasn't his words.
Wow. If someone can get away with that, I was just reading the teleprompter. That's not what I wrote down. No, that's our producer of.
My fellow Canadians, I have not told you guys to do the vaccine. I said
Who did?
we did.
Who did?
My fellow Canadians.
But we do know who did.
My fellow Canadians.
We know who did.
My fellow.
What's her
Canadians.
name?
I do not like the aggression you have.
Oh
given
shoot.
to me.
What's her name? We know who did.
No.
He would actually be pretty on point. Because when did he actually intervene in this whole situation?
No, my fellow
He
Canadians.
was missing.
Wait,
He was
Google her
on the
name.
beach with his family.
My fellow Canadians. My fellow. My fellow
You know what?
Canadians.
He
I
might be
did not.
onto something.
My fellow Canadians, I did not say
Who was
these
carrying
things.
that whole teleconference and everything?
My
Wow.
Wasn't him.
I said my fellow Canadians. I have not said anything about you guys taking the vaccine. I said the vaccine is available for everybody. I said that we are going to be on lockdown. I said that we will have serve. I will said
But people's jobs and livelihoods was.
we have to be safe for everybody around the world. Okay.
I wonder how much people actually got from it as a settlement.
I don't know if
wanna
they're.
know.
I don't even think they're talking about that.
They're not going to.
You know why? Because now you're gonna have to prove that it was all BS.
Yeah, and then people who did take it, I feel like I should get some money too.
Oh, yo.
That is not gonna happen.
You don't think it's gonna?
It would be.
I don't
It would be stress.
They rather have you die
Duress.
before they reimburse.
Wow.
Duress. Because no, it's true. Because some people who get the life insurance now, they said if you took the vaccination, your rate or something, they're not going to take you or something.
Yeah.
For some people, they're refusing. So it's like that's something where I should get a settlement. I should win. Allegedly.
But
Allegedly,
the problem
yeah.
is you're gonna have to prove that. They rather have you die.
That
I'm telling
my
you.
job security was at risk because I did not take a vaccine.
But you're still working.
But that was due to the fact that I had to take forcibly
So basically,
the
you have
vaccine
taken the shot to go to work.
so I can continue to live.
It was a requirement.
Yeah.
It wasn't mandatory.
I mean,
but
those
you needed to work, right?
those 2,000. It was mandatory according to my job.
No, it was a requirement. We all have requirements, like WMIS.
Well, everyone who did not got laid off, so
Software.
it was a mandatory thing
Well,
in order for your ability to return back to work.
my fellow Canadians, we are ensuring that
Or to
everybody
stay
is safe
employed.
at the workplace, which is taking the safety precautions. I didn't say the vaccine, but taking safety precautions.
But it's true.
That
did he?
we have been very discretion at your discretion. We have to be safe. We have to consider everybody else that has not taken the vaccine and are alive. I mean dead. I mean the COVID numbers.
Teresa Tam. Jeez, I was trying to
Yes.
find her name. Jeez.
Yes.
Teresa, yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to get their name.
That was the one who was leading that whole thing.
Everybody was winning that. In the government, everybody was winning. Everybody was. The only person I could see that was probably would have told the truth if they were a liar was Ralph Ward.
Oh,
Nah.
shoot.
Nah, the guy who actually stepped down and lost his position. I would say him.
And that guy, too, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think.
Did he
with
ever
the
come
power-
back? I hope
But
so.
I think if Ralph Ward was alive at a time like this and saw this was happening, remember, he called out the city for a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
The perks that they get. So everybody's like, wait, no, this is not it. And he would call it out. that would have been a, I don't know, RP Rob. I'll just say that it's just a politics. It's politics. I'll say that it's politics.
Just to
Excuse me.
conclude the dating segment. I mean,
Date who you wanna.
Date what you wanna
Love
and live with the consequence.
Wow,
Sometimes
wow.
live with the perks, the good and the bad of it. The problem is when you're outside screaming at half in the high tops. The problem is it looks crazy when it falls, and it hits hard. You know what I mean?
Why is it so aggressive? Like,
No,
why?
I'm just saying, if you're screaming it from the high, that's what I said, mind, just leave, just do what you're doing. Because if you're out here saying, I don't want this, and I want this, but your side man is the certain that you don't want,
Not the side man.
or side woman,
How do we?
because I don't like to generalize things. I'm just saying, yeah, it's just, we have to put that in consideration. You know what I mean? Live your truth.
Yes.
live your truth.
Live your.
I think that's the best way I can say it.
That's very hard to say outside of.
Say what?
That phrase,
What
live
does
your
that even mean?
It's very hard to say.
that phrase,
Statement is very little.
live your truth.
It's a
Like,
little.
Okay.
I don't know. It's associated with people getting exposed for playing in booty holes, but
Oh.
so when people say live your truth, they're just, I don't know. It's like
The gift for gab?
the gift of gab,
That's what happens. And I
or,
mean,
or the gift of gape.
Sometimes society is not ready for it.
Yes, and sometimes like
Or religious people.
they got a host of other problems that I can't really say on
Excuse me.
What?
I guess.
I mean,
Recording.
I,
You have 41 seconds left.
Oh. Well, you guys anything to... Oh, okay.
that's what it is.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I mean, has dating definitely changed over the years as you've gotten older?
With social media in the mix?
Just dating in general. Like when you were younger, what were the rules then to now when it came to dating?
You know what's crazy? It's not that much different, really.
You think?
It's like a little like I don't know. It's just weird. It's like it doesn't, like, besides social media being the factor, like,
Probably have to change where the video recording is.
wait, besides social media,
What were the rules then? Basically, when I was younger, the rules were find someone who looks this way.
okay, like feet like the feature 1st. Okay.
And then it was like, oh, then find somebody who makes this amount of money.
Ooh.
Right. Okay.
Or is working something and actually has a job.
Okay, employment. Yeah. Okay, look away. Employment.
Right. Then it was find somebody who lives by themselves.
Ah.
Then it became find somebody who has all these things together,
Right.
has a good relationship with their parents, and has a good relationship and is involved in the community.
Oh, gee, that's a lot of things happening there.
And then find someone who doesn't have kids.
Oh.
On top of that, that's a lot to ask for, man. For those listening, that's a lot to ask for, man.
As the years progressed, the requirements became
like you just
more and more.
like finding someone without a kid. It's impossible, though. Not impossible, but like
Not impossible. Yeah, it did it. It just didn't turn the last time. Okay, changed.
Oh, I changed that. Whoops.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry. Technical difficulties because I don't know what the heck I was doing. Oh.
oh,
That's it. Because once you sit back, you'll be in different.
Like, I don't know.
But yeah, I'll just say,
Yeah, man.
has dating changed?
Over the years, since you were younger, what were the rules then to now? Because of course now we're saying
I've been always trying to get married, yo. I'm trying to marry. I'm not trying to date. But
you're dating to marry.
I don't think it's changed. I'm dating to marry.
But what were the rules that you heard from then to now?
I think it's changed because I've grown as an individual. I think a lot of things have, like, at one point I'd be like, oh, I thought, it's just getting married to have sex. And then I'm like, oh, there's kids? Oh, we got to raise kids. And then it's like, oh, snap. Like, it's like it's like you grow as an individual that you realize I feel like I've learned more of what I don't want and who I don't want to be.
Oh, okay.
What you don't want to be.
Yes.
Not in your partner. Just you.
Because you learn both sides of a situation. Some relationships, I was a problem. Some of my relationship, I considered was a problem. They're the problem as well. So I guess as I go through the process of that type of thing, I feel like I've grown as an individual and they've grown as an individual. It's tougher, I would say, because, like, I think a lot of these relationships not really about love nowadays. It's just like what people bring to the table.
Which is what I'm saying.
The title, your job title, and
like, what do you entitle? And if that's gone, what? And I think that's the scary part, because if you stop doing something, does that person still love you unconditionally? And I don't know if that's really the case nowadays.
Especially when you set it up with all these requirements without actually liking the person's face altogether.
Yeah.
Or them.
Which is what the whole ebony thing is really about. At the end of the day, it seems like it's a lot of this, and it's just like...
A lot of people just the pot calling kettle black. It's got louder. Some people just loud with what they think they should deserve and what they have, but who am I to say they don't deserve it? But they know themselves that,
that they scream at that loud.
You need to scream for the hot tops or something, and if someone's screaming that loud, imagine you hearing someone say, I want a 6-figure, or a man says, I want a girl with that much body. Now that person is knowing that that's all you want from them. They're kind of going to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Like if someone, like, I'm not saying that you don't have the right to say your requirements, but if you're out here just out the door.
Like something happens where the body alternates, now what? You can still be there. Something happens where the money alternates.
COVID. I feel like COVID mushed up people's relationship because people had to be... Pray for the people that dealt with the repercussions of COVID, and they had to, sit there in their relationships and realize that person that you've loved your whole life, you're in the same house and you're tired of seeing that person. And some people are killing the restrictions to go do whatever they want to have these affairs. Shout out John Tory. It's just crazy. It is just crazy. You know what I mean? You're in the house sitting there and it's like, I don't even like you anymore. Why are you in my house?
Side has kept a lot of families together over the years. I mean,
being occupied. But now you're sitting there with your child, your wife, husband, kids, and you're just there like, oh man, this is what happens every day.
This is who you are.
It's a whole different dynamic. This is who you are. This is not who you were when we were married. 5 years down the line, and now we're in this house, and now you're telling me that you don't want to cook anymore. You want to Uber Eats because you have a serve check, which is okay.
Money's been going.
This was okay, but some people...
Imagine getting a serve to use it just for eating out. That's...
Not even that. Imagine this whole time you thought that it was home-cooked meals, but it was really Uber Eats.
That is diabolical.
You thought your partner was a chef, and they were chefing it.
No shout out to
you. Didn't make this pizza by yourself? This is not handmade?
And you're looking at them, so when's dinner starting, hun?
That's why the recycling was full all the time.
That's why the recycling's full all the time.
I thought it was the neighbors.
Being rude and inconsiderate. throwing their stuff in our bins.
Make sure you clean the chicken. What's that? What?
What do you mean?
That would be so rare.
What do you mean? So this rotisserie Fortinos. So chalet. You know what I mean?
I don't even see Swiss chalets like that anymore.
There's so chalets, bro.
Like that.
There is so chalets.
There is.
You just don't go in there.
I haven't been to one in a while, but the tough up bread and the questionable gravy.
Not the tough up bread.
You can hurl that bread. In like 2-3 hours, it turns into stone.
No.
And you can hurl that.
Straight David and Goliath, man.
You can throw it, and you can get a curve. You can like a spin with it. Just you can throw it, and it's the aerodynamics, that dynamics.
Someone's temple's gone.
It's like how do they bake exactly the same each time? I never seen bread bake exactly the same way each time unless it's chemicals.
Oh dear.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh dear.
Swiss chalet.
Not all bread should be the same. That one is the same thing every time. Aerodynamics.
Hilarious. Well.
Yeah, this has been an interesting.
This has been an interesting day. New view. I didn't even look at the camera that much. But
Oh, relationships. Oh, do we have any relationship questions?
I think that was really it. Like
was it.
that was
I think that was it.
between the standards.
I couldn't find anything
and spreadiegibbs
spicy.
and
But I mean,
all that. Like it's just.
we could get a transfer for the next time.
Okay.
And then
I like that.
We'll find one in Presto, and we'll tap to that, and we'll, we didn't have enough funds to tap onto the next
Topic.
relationship.
We walk in, you hear the big red X. Everyone's just looking.
It's loud, like
Everyone's just a side eye.
that's the worst. Everybody leaning.
So I'm like, look at this broke ass person.
But they be putting you in debt, though. It's crazy.
330, man. That's a whole patty.
Debt.
The way I see it, what I was told.
Do I eat?
I was told these bus drivers are not meant to disrespect you on the bus if you can't pay your fare. They're meant to educate. I don't know what that means.
They just inform you.
Because inform you that, hey, they say it's to educate, but I don't know what that means. Because some people think it's tough love.
You don't got money
Yeah. You don't got money?
on your card.
What's wrong with you?
Just letting you know.
You have no money? Broke boy?
Oh, wow.
But you wear J's, though.
Wow.
You know, that pair of J's is probably like the whole school semester. You know that little boy?
That's
Wow,
crazy.
that's the emphasis on the boys.
Mind you, that same person could be driving all the time, and today's the day they just chose to use
Today's
the
the day.
bus because they feel like it's downtown. Why drive downtown?
And that's why you got to put things in perspective when you're being disrespectful. Because you don't know the day that you're disrespecting the wrong person.
Yep, or your boss. Mm-hmm.
And you get your face split.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to look out there for you guys.
Facts.
Is there anything you guys would like to plug?
I mean, that's funny. You can definitely find me on Instagram at thenerdz, THENERDZZZ. And you can definitely find my photography page, ZZZ.STUDIOTO. Again, ZZZ.STUDIOTO. Okay.
I just whole new meaning to Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's
It's a Freddy.
Freddy versus Jason, man.
Honestly.
Anyways, Delajiro.
He's currently dealing with Jason, so.
Yo. And the thing is, too, just before I get my plug in, Jason is also bald-headed as well.
Yes, he is.
War he.
War he.
He's definitely dealing with it.
Like.
Who told you?
That's I mean, wow. Anyways, Delnijiro, DELNIJIRO. Instagram, Twitter. I just forgot of social media because of just this spreading. The spreading thing is just it's taking over my mind. I gotta shake it off me or something.
I mean,
I'm sure it's taking over a lot of your timelines, minds. Like this spreadiegibbs thing is crazy, man.
this is the true depiction of F around and find out.
Like yo, like at the end of the day, like. But anyways, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, done the Jiro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna release that album June 17th, and just I don't know, it's just.
You gotta do
Some of this weekend just made me go, you know, I'm just gonna write a couple of songs down and just.
Gotta do a listening
Drop
party.
beats and just
Can we have a listening party?
So to you.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
We'll
So
just
to
bump
you.
it.
Get the tracks going, get the beats going. Some UK drill.
No. I'm going old school R&B. Not old school R&B. Traditional R&B. Traditional.
I was about to say, I thought you were going to do like, you said old school hip hop. Lottie dotty, hills and hills. Fair with the man with the fish head girls. Not the red man, not the mother be will.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Is it a pie? What is that an eye patch? Are you a pirate? Why you have the eye patch on for?
Shout out to Slicker. Big shout out to
But
Slicker.
you know what's a funny thing? I didn't know he was just rapping in UK. I didn't know he was a Britain man.
Really?
Yeah, he's wrong. Yeah.
Sounds how I rap like a foreigner. I'm an end on the Torriner. Honda with the Taurus. I don't know.
True.
You can follow me at J Hunterville. I should start looking at the camera. J Hunterville, Lou Pistols on Twitch. Blizzard Boy Coles Pod out. What else? If you have any questions, concerns, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. We're on all your daily streaming platforms. If we're not, let us know. We would love to collab. You guys be safe out here in these streets. Look both ways before you cross the street. You can be whatever you want to be as long as you work for it. And if you want to dream, you want to live your dreams, you first gotta wake up. All right? This is the vent. I hope you like the view. I don't know which camera to look at because there's one here and there's one here.
And then, see, there's one over there as well.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is the vet. We out. Peace. Oh.